Hi everybody, I'm live. I tried to get on live before, but as happens in my world, the minute I tried to get on live, I got a phone call. So I had to take that. My friends who were in from Texas were flying back tonight, so they called from the airport to say goodbye, and they're going back home. I love seeing friends, and I hate saying goodbye. I'm really not good at goodbyes. So she said that she's going to take a look at her schedule and see when she can come back and spend a little time with me. You know, it's interesting. What I'm discovering in this process is that every single day brings its own lessons, and it's all part of the process, I guess, of living, whether good or bad. I have some concerns. I have a concern about the open wound. It is being treated every day, but the edges of it were dry and now they're not, and that's making me a little bit nervous. I don't like it that way. I think it needs to be more open. I think I think it needs to dry out. But they're telling me it's a good sign that they are getting a little bit of, I think they called it granulated tissue. Hi, Nikki. Everybody's seeing me. Oh, there I am. It looks like I'm back, but I keep losing the connection. I don't know why. I'm back home. I am not on a full battery. The battery is probably about 30 something percent, but I am plugged in. I did get that 10-foot long cord. It does not seem to be a quick charging cord, but whatever it is, I love the fact that it's 10 feet. It easily fits. It makes it a whole lot easier. So for the time, I'm happy with that. I started to tell you yesterday that the best thing I got so far was that wonderful apron that Sheila told me I needed to have, and she was so right. This way I can walk around with the cane and I can get some things done, carry some things around me without having to worry about carrying it in my hand so that I can make sure I balance myself well. I did not have a good night last night. I slept fitfully. I don't think I slept more than an hour or an hour and a half at a time, but I made it through the night, thank God. And I also I made the mistake of, I went upstairs last night because I wanted to see, actually, I wanted to have some hot food and I don't have a microwave downstairs. And using the oven downstairs is problematic for me. And I don't have a toaster down here. I don't have anything down here that's conducive to hot food. Come on, reconnect. I don't know if you see me as disconnected, but I see me as disconnected. Okay, I'm back. So I decided to take my leftover food from the other night upstairs and put it in the microwave and at least have it warm, and that's what I did. But unfortunately, while I was up there, I was so aggravated because my friend who had said she was going to be cleaning out the refrigerator there, because I had told her that the food that was in the refrigerator was put in there over 2 months ago before I went to the hospital. So the fridge needed to be cleaned out. She told me that she cleaned the fridge out. Well, she threw stuff out, but she certainly didn't clean the fridge out. It needs a good cleaning. And when I went upstairs, there was a sink full of plastic containers sitting in murky water that had to be at least 2 weeks old. I couldn't let it stand. It was making me crazy. And I couldn't use any of the sponges because all the sponges looked dirty. So I was not going to use anything from there. I bought a whole new box of the Scrub Mommy, I forgot what it's called, sponges just before I left. I know he got them when they came. I don't have a clue where they are. I can't find them. He doesn't seem to know where they are. She doesn't seem to know where they are. I hate to buy another box of them because I don't have them. So right now, I'm washing with paper towels with soap on it because I will not use what look to be grungy sponges at all. I wouldn't do it when I was well, and I am sure as heck not doing it when my body is compromised. So, in any case, I did way too much last night, and I don't even know if you're hearing any of this because it says it's reconnecting. So, I don't know if you're hearing me. I don't know if you're seeing. Walking was really hurting. Thank God for the chair because with the two motors, I can really elevate the legs a lot more without having the back go all the way back so I can get comfortable. I can't watch television. That reminds me, today I tried to watch television in the bedroom downstairs and it wasn't working. So I had to call the cable company. There was some glitch in it. I guess maybe it had to do with the time that they almost turned the cable off. I don't know if it's back on yet, but I was trying to reconnect and so far it was not working. The bedroom downstairs was it says reconnecting again. Is anybody seeing me or hearing me? Can you let me know? I'm sitting here talking and I may be talking to myself. Moist wound bed is optimal. Granulated tissue is a good sign. Oh, good. Okay, so I'm happy to hear that. That's great news. Oh, good, Nikki. I'm so glad because I think I'm sitting here talking to myself. One of the things that made it extraordinarily difficult for me when I came home, hi, Diane, was that the bedroom was wall to wall stuff. I mean, it was just wall to wall stuff. And I was so depressed because I knew I knew I was going to be sleeping in the chair early on, but I'm in and out. I'm so sorry. It says it's reconnecting again. There is something wrong with this connection, and I don't know what the heck it is. Something must be totally screwy with my cable altogether because nothing seems normal since I came home. And Lord knows I have bigger fish to fry than trying to figure out what's going on with cable. It's very frustrating. It really is. In any case, can you hear me now or am I just in reconnecting mode? If anybody can hear me, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just hang in there and wait and hope that it comes back on. But I don't know if it is or if it is not. It keeps saying reconnecting, reconnecting, reconnecting. I wonder if my cable, you can hear me. Okay. Um, so I have a wonderful next door neighbor. She's just wonderful. No, that's a great idea to reset the modem. How silly of me. Oh, but then again, it's on the floor. It's going to be hard for me to get to. I know, but Nikki, it's so disgusting. It really is awful. Um, my neighbor came in this morning and we actually managed to get the bed completely emptied of stuff. So, oh, come on. I don't want to play this game. We are going to work on the rest of the room in the next couple of days. I wish I had taken a photo of it before, but okay. I am deleting the troll. Oh, come on. Okay, from the provider's website? Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to take a look and see if I can do that. Okay, I still definitely have to work on getting moderators for this because I can see the trolls that are just coming in and all this utter nonsense. Once again, why somebody would waste their time. I'm so aggravated that it's blurry. It's so frustrating. I know, that's my fear. My fear is having a setback. But I want some semblance of life back. So what Nikki had me doing this morning, I just sat there and I chose what to throw out, what needed to be washed, what needed to be dealt with. So once again, the whole rest of the room is still a bloody mess, but the bed is you can see the bed. Tomorrow, after the room is hopefully finished, tomorrow or the next day, the linens will be changed so it will all be fresh. I did get the chair from Merrick, Sandy. Unfortunately, the chairs, I'm so sorry, Simone, that the picture is blurry. I just don't have the right connection. I'm wondering if it makes sense for me to get off for a minute and just check my connection to make sure that it's on. So it was scrambled and yeah, yes, it's just, it's really all screwy at this point. I probably do have to reset the modem. It never occurred to me to do that, but I think that's going to be the next step when I do get back upstairs again. Oh, let me tell you the story. Well, I told a little bit about the story of the chair. I went into the place because I knew I had no place to sleep if I didn't get the chair. And they were closing the store at 3. We got there about 1 o'clock, I think. It was freezing cold. They keep it freezing in that place. Now, when you don't feel great, the last thing you need is to be in a freezing space. So I wound up trying every chair. I started with the $4.99 chair, and I wanted to get an inexpensive one so that it would make it easier because, there are the issues with the, no income coming in until I can get back to work. So there I am trying out the chairs. The $4.99 was worthless. It was worthless. I moved up and moved up and nothing was good. I mean, it was really awful until I got to this chair. It was the only chair that I really could have gotten and been able to use. My fear was that I was going to buy something because it was cheaper, and I'm not getting any aid yet. I am, I was afraid that I was going to buy a chair and never use it, and that the money would have been totally wasted. I will tell you that this pillow rest, it's called a power pillow, and it adjusts so that it gives you the support under your neck if you need it, and I do because I had a bad whiplash many years ago, and I can't lie flat or where there's a space. My neck starts to hurt. So this is the perfect chair for me, and it's made of this fabric they call Breeza. It's a leather type fabric, but I don't know, it's washable and it's breathable and it's not cold, it's not hot, it's comfortable. Does it come? Yeah, it should come with room service. It really should. Um, Thanks so much, Rosemary. It's horrible, but the only other one that was even decent was 1700, and it was $1,700 for something that didn't really work. So it was, I mean, I wasn't going to buy anything. I was going to go home and say to myself, somehow I'm going to have to be able to sleep on the sofa because it was my only option. But the sofa, unfortunately, would not have worked for me at that point. And I am going to do that, Jenny. I'm going to do regular videos as soon as I can get things sorted out with this whole video thing. Um, yeah, I'm actually using the cane most of the time, and that's working out pretty well for me. I have the walker here if I need it, but I am finding that I'm doing relatively well with the cane. To be honest with you, my um, physical therapist from Stern told me that I could walk without anything, that I could do it on my own. I just didn't have the confidence to do it. They said that my balance was really good. I don't want to risk it though. I don't want to risk a fall. It's just too scary, and Lord knows, do not want to go back. As far as meals go, right now, I haven't called Meals on Wheels yet. I should. I've had people bring me food. Well, my next door neighbor did food shopping for me. Unfortunately, a lot of the food in my fridge was rotted because it was too long, and she went shopping for me. And then my friends from Texas brought dinner, so there was food left over. And my friend Gail came over tonight and brought me some chicken and chicken soup and potato salad. And Holly, and she brought me some good stuff. So I'll have dinner tonight. The only thing is I have to bring it upstairs, which is a nifty little thing. I don't know. I don't know if David's coming. I wish I knew. He keeps telling me he's trying to work it out, but so far I get texts from him every day saying, "Are you doing better?" kind of thing, but that's about it. And I have to let go of it, because if I hold on to that, it just makes me feel worse and worse. Yeah, thank God, Marnie. And by the way, can you spare the ad for a little longer? Because I don't see how I can buy one anytime soon, because I'm going to be paying for this chair for months to come. And I just really can't do anything else. If you need yours back, though, I will send it back. I know a toaster oven would help if I had one, but I don't. And I have even the small microwaves they have now. I had thought of getting another one, but it's like, yeah, the nurse did evaluate me for home care. Going to have, well, I'm supposed to have the physical therapist 3 times a week, but she already told me she didn't think I needed it more than twice a week. Um, I know Stop and Shop delivers, so I can definitely do that if I have to. So far, I haven't had to do it yet because my neighbor had offered and she did that. And now we have 3 big bags of laundry that have to be done because there were clothes all over the place in the bedroom. Really? You cook everything in the toaster oven? That's great to know. That's good to know. So that might be a viable option for down here. All I know is that there's no way to cook anything. So I was having only cold food, and that will go just so far. Every now and then you feel like you want to have a hot meal. I also have cans of vegetables, but I don't really have the utensils down. Nor do I feel comfortable in this kitchen. Hi, Sharon. So, yes, I know a number of people have been complaining about this format and saying that it really doesn't work for them, that they want me to go back to the regular videos. And what I would like to do, if it's okay with all of you, is I would like to do some of the regular videos, and I'd like to continue in this format as well, because this way I can chat with you and have feedback. If you're okay with it, if it's making you uncomfortable, let me know. Does not have to. We certainly can. Oh, Nikki, that's you don't need to do that. Meatloaf. I love meatloaf. I really love meatloaf. I actually had a great recipe for meatloaf. I think it's Paula Dean's, and I used to make that all the time. Right now, I don't think cooking is on my agenda. I wish I had my Vitamix down here because I'd love to make my smoothies. Can an iPad do live chat? I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time, Marnie, on your iPad trying to get it to do my stuff. Um, I've been trying, and it's not been working very well for me. But I attributed it a little bit to the screwy internet stuff I have, and it could be as simple as needing to reset the modem. So if I manage to get upstairs tonight, and I expect I will because I want hot food, so if I feel well enough and my leg is not bothering me too much, I will go upstairs and I will do that so that I can keep all of this, you know, moving along. So, uh, first night that I was home was terrifying. I have the bloody, but no, that's what I was about to say. I have that life alert thing. It's not life alert, it's one of the other ones. It's the one that John Walsh shouts. Um, I got it because it worked in the house and outside. It works. I guess there's an app for it, and it works. I don't remember if it's Verizon or AT&T service, but it's not hooked up because I couldn't activate it. And when I tried to activate it online, it said that it looked as if I was paying for it all over again. And I certainly didn't want to be paying for it twice. So I have not activated it yet. And as I say, it was a little bit scary, but my neighbor told me to put her phone on, um, how did she say it? She said I needed to put it on speed dial so that I could reach her if something horrible happened. That's if I still have my phone in my possession. Yes, the old videos, I definitely will be doing those as well. I want to do it myself. I definitely want to go back to it. And by the way, Maureen, I don't think Maureen's able to watch, but Maureen, she got me Profusion Cosmetics sent me 4 different kits for me to try out. So I will be trying those and I will be doing a review on those. Uh, it was a lovely, sweet thing for them to do, and it was an incredible thing for Maureen to get involved in. So I'm going to enjoy doing that. Just some of the stuff that makes me feel like I'm a person, not just a disease. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I haven't been able to take a shower yet, Sandy, so I'm happy you can't smell me. No, all kidding aside, I have not been able to take a shower yet because I haven't had anybody able to put the shower head up yet. When my friends were here, we couldn't locate the shower head, but then I found where he had put it. Uh, my spirits are faring like the weather. It kind of depends. Oh my God, it was so incredible of her, and so incredible of the company. What a wonderful, wonderful company. Aside from the fact that I love their stuff, I think what they did was just caring, just real, not just about the bottom line, about human interaction. So that says a lot to me, and I love their cosmetics anyway, as you know, and I think for the price, you certainly do extremely well. No, I'm not sleeping well, Pat. I slept very well the night my friends were here from Texas. I really did. That was good because I spent 6 hours with them and they got me dinner. So I had eaten, I had been around. My leg was killing me because it was down most of the day. I still have considerable swelling in that leg, and I hear that's sort of par for the course while I have this infection because the infection in the top of the leg makes the fluid pool in the lower part of my leg. That's an extrapolation of what I've been told. by nurses, and I know it's, you know, the story is far more complex than that. But whatever it is, I'm just hoping it starts to get better. I'm glad you're able to hear me. Good. Can you see me at all? I do need my bed, and now that the bed is, I don't want to sleep on it yet because the linens need to be changed. But I do have a brand new sheet that is thrown across it, so at least I have a clean sheet that I can stretch out on if I want to lie down and watch television in there, because the TV that I have in the living room downstairs doesn't function as a TV. So I can only watch movies if I have something loaded. I have a VCR DVD player, so thank God for that, because at least I've been able to watch something. But if I can get into the bed, it would be terrific. They delivered the chair the same day. I bought it before 3. It was delivered by 6 and set up, and I slept in it that night, such as it was. I had a much better night's sleep night before. Last night was not a good night's sleep. And I worry sometimes when I'm alone and it's the wee hours of the morning. And I just pray that this infection totally clears up. I am going to be, oh, good. I'm so glad that you can see and hear me. I hope the infection clears up totally. I will be off the antibiotic by the end of the week, and I'm looking forward to being off it, and I'm scared to death about being off it because I just hope that it doesn't resurface or get worse or whatever. So I've got my fingers and toes crossed. For right now, connect. Okay, am I connected? I can't tell. I have no idea whether you can hear me or see me. I don't know if I'm on. Um, I forgot what the last thing was that I was saying. So let me take a look at the chat. Yes, again, the visiting nurse is coming every day now. Hi, Cindy. Um, okay, good. Yeah, the visiting nurse is coming every day now. They will come every other day or 3 times a week after this. And I guess until I go back to see my doctor, he told me not to come in. Actually, it would have been this week. He said it was foolish because he had just seen me. So it will be 2 weeks from now that I see him. So I can only pray that it does well. So if you can all say a little prayer for me. I just want it to heal. I'd like to get back to where I was before I had the infection. Getting this infection was, I did not need this. I really did not need this. It really set me back quite a bit. I'm still having quite a bit of discomfort around where the drain was. They're telling me it's normal. Thanks, Melissa. I really appreciate the prayers so much. Um, I'm hoping that everything else is just normal part of the healing process. Uh, I can't wait to take a shower. I can't wait to have that shower head installed. I had nobody, oh, I had people staying at my, no, they didn't take the shower head off, Diane. I don't think the neighbor is going to be good at that. I had them try to do something else of a mechanical nature and it didn't work out so well. So I think I'm going to leave that to somebody else. I'm not sure. I'll figure something out. But I wish I could do it myself. Yeah. And I forgot what the question was now. Let me go back to the chat. Alone is the hard part. That is the hardest part. I have to tell you, getting through the middle of the middle of the night is tough. When I sleep, it's a wonderful thing. When I don't, it's a terrible thing. And I try desperately to just put on a movie, even if I've seen the movie 3 times that night, and just have it distract me. And I just try desperately to go back to sleep. From alkaline lemons, yeah. I'm not even having my tea. I miss my tea. I have to clean out my Keurig. I wouldn't even use my Keurig until it's cleaned out because once again, this whole thing with infection, I don't want to take any chances with anything. So I want to make sure that I have nothing but clean stuff going into my body. So the goal is to get well. I pray to God that I get there. Yeah, and I'm trying not to worry, and the nurses are checking it every day. Problem is, so far I've gotten different nurses every day, so there's no one person to see how it's going. I see a difference. There was far less of the fluid coming out until the last day at the hospital. And the last day at the hospital, there was a little more, but the nurse who cleaned it the time before, I didn't like the way she cleaned it. She used a different thing. And the doctor kept saying he wanted it. Unfortunately, the PT guy is a girl and she's not too handy. She tried to move my transfer bench a little bit and screwed that up. So no, she's not the one to do that for me. I need a handyman. I was hoping that David would be here so that he could do it for me, but that's not looking too promising right at the moment. I so wish I'd been able to do it when my friends were here from Texas. They would have done it in a heartbeat. And unfortunately, the reusable K-cups, yes, absolutely. You got yours from Walmart and Amazon. What, the K-cups or the Keurig? Because I got my Keurig a few years ago now at I got it on QVC. It's those easy payments of that sucker me in. But I think the price of them has come down. So yeah, I don't know. The problem is my son is in California and I keep waiting to hear from him. But I don't want my feelings hurt anymore and I don't want to count on it anymore. So if he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, I've got to survive. It sort of teaches me that I can't move near him because he doesn't seem to make the effort the way I need him to. The bedroom, kitchen are on the same level. Um, on the same level. My house is set up as a mother-daughter. My mother lived with me when I first bought the house, and this was her part of the house. So there is a kitchen, a bathroom, a living room, a bedroom, and there is also a little den that's really part of the upstairs, but it's downstairs. So I have 4 rooms down here, except I wasn't able to go into the bedroom because I couldn't even walk in the room. But hopefully in the next 3 or 4 days that should be remedied, and I'll be able to continue to function down here at least for now. Uh, Going upstairs took a lot out of me. I'm not ready for it. I don't want to set myself back. I truly don't. I was also a little bit aggravated when I saw a cup that you put the coffee in, throw away. Oh no, I know that. I actually have one of those. I bought one of those when I got the Keurig. I just haven't used it because I still have a lot of the K cups, and it was just so easy to use them. I drink a lot of tea rather than a lot of coffee. So I love the Earl Grey tea and I use the English breakfast tea. And I do also have the I can only drink decaf. So I have the hazelnut decaf and the French vanilla decaf that I get. And I also use the International Delight creamers. So I'm going to definitely have to get that. But I'll have to mention that next week for, if my next door neighbor still wants to shop for me. I have got to get to the bank because I have no money. So I was not even able to pay her. Um, Sheila's doing better than expected, thank God. Thank God, where she is, she was able to keep service and things were going well. The fluid is clear. Put tea in the reusable. Wait a minute, let me take a look. No redness. No, the wound is healing. I don't have an electric tea kettle. I have a Whistler tea kettle upstairs that I'm going to bring downstairs. Yeah, I know. I would love to have somebody here at night. And it's funny because my friend from Texas said she's going to take a look at their schedules and see when she can come back and spend a little time with me. And she said to me, I'd like to stay at your house if that's okay with you. And I said, okay with me. I want you to stay here. I don't want you to stay anyplace else. So, yeah, having somebody here, um, the one thing that gives me some comfort is knowing that my neighbor is right door, reconnecting yet again. I can't stand this. I don't know if I'm going to come back. I think it may be time for me to quit this because it's playing nice. So I think I'm going to have to do that. And for those of you who are getting frustrated with this, I promise you, I will also be doing regular videos. I will continue to do both so people can decide which they feel more comfortable watching. But I want to be here with you. I want to do it because I want to interact with you and I want to do it for me, frankly, because it's been helpful for me. I know you're not seeing anything because this keeps saying reconnecting. So I don't know if you're hearing me, but it's not doing a bloody thing. So, oh, it's back on for me now. It's back on for you. So it's clearly getting darker and darker here. It is, it's not even late. I don't even know what time it is. I'm connection for my phone. So it's really helpful to be able to have that. Um, my temperature has been pretty consistent. It's been